stripy socks there.
Hey!
Stripy socks. So good morning, everyone.
Or afternoon.
Or afternoon. Is it afternoon?
Or
no,
evening.
I don't think it's afternoon or evening. Look at my watch. I can't read it.
Well, it depends when you watch it.
It's 11:15 right now. We're ever so sorry. We were going to run a Wikid live at past, but we have some teething issues with YouTube live, sadly. So we're recording a pre-made video for you guys, which will help for next week's jam. So we have some interesting things with us today. We have the drum that we made in the last lockdown, which I want to talk to you about.
Hooray!
In a moment. We also have some other things down here that we can use to make some instruments, and that's what we want to cover today. We want to talk to you about how to we want to talk to you today about how you can make some instruments at home. My glamorous assistant here is holding up an empty bottle and some rice, and that's all you need to make a really cool shaker. And we've got this thing here. Now this is what I want to talk to you about first of all. So I ordered some blinds, believe it or not, last lockdown, and they came in this really long cylindrical tube, like this, a cardboard tube. I don't know if you can see that. Looks wonderful. Now I've got 3 of these taped together at the moment, and I've even made my own grab carrier handle, so I can carry it around with me. How cool is that? Now, these tubes are essentially all you need to make the cone of a drum, like here. You've got the cone of the drum, and then you've got what we call a membrane on top. So we call these membranophones. So, you hit the membrane on top, okay? That's pulled tautly over there, and that creates the airflow through the bottom to make the sound, Jay. That's interesting, isn't it?
Is that where the song comes from? Insane in the Membrane?
It could be. Perfect opportunity there to put Insane in the Membrane on there. So anyway, the other thing I've got on here is a really nice yogurt pot, a really big yogurt pot, and I brought a spare one just to show you. It's a Greek-style yogurt pot, look. You
Like
can use
your yogurt,
these.
John. That's very nice.
You can use these to drum on the top, or I'm joking, I washed it. Or you can tap on the top here. Cool, right? I was doing that to make some creepy Halloween noises. Check that out, that's pretty cool. So, these are really simple, right? If you have got... Now, you might be thinking, well, where do I get this from? The other thing you can do is you can get a cardboard box about so long, like this, just one of the flat sheets of cardboard, and you can actually roll the cardboard up yourself into a tube, like this, and then tape around it. That also works. And then all you've got to do is get some of that nice thick sellotape, about this thick, not the thin stuff, although it would work, but you'll need a lot of it and it'll take a while. And what you do is you take your tube and you stretch the tape over the top of the tube, and I'll show you. Look, can you see that? I'm sure you can see that. I've stretched the sellotape right over the top of that tube on all 3. Now, you might be thinking, well, why are they all different lengths? Now, this one is longer, which means there's more air coming out of the drum. This one is smaller, so it means less air is coming out of the drum. What that does, that adjusts the pitch. So this one sounds a lot higher, this one sounds really low, and this one's kind of in the middle. So I'm just going to demonstrate what it sounds like. So here's the low one. Sounds really good. The middle one. And the high one. Hear that? Yeah. Yeah. And then what I did is I got my yogurt pot, I took the lid off, because what that does is that allows the air to escape really quickly, and you can add that on the side as a little snare drum. So you get this. There you go, see?
Oh, yeah.
Now, the other thing we can do, and we've brought one that we're going to be making today. So, Jay, I'll hand you one of these empty bottles. Now, Jay, you will need a lid as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you've got a lid there. So what we have here is some jasmine rice. Now, I really reluctantly brought this because I do like jasmine rice, especially if you're making a really nice Thai cuisine, because it's that sticky rice, isn't it, Jay, the jasmine rice?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, it's not easy to find. It's only available in Tesco, Sainsbury's, and all the other
Everywhere.
stores that you can find it. But this was the one I already had open. Now it's just dry rice. You can use dry peas as well for a different sound. But I'm just going to get Jay to pour a little bit of this dry rice into the bottle because we're going to make a shaker out of it. Now it is advisable, it is strongly advisable to dry out your bottles before you do this. Well, hey, there we go. Yeah, you want to keep the bottles nice and dry, but if it's not dry enough, then you're still going to get... the rice will soak up the water anyway, but you've got a really small amount of rice in there at the moment, Jay, but look at that. Can I have a go then? Yeah. No, give me that. Oh, no, I want to make my one. So we're going to make some cool shakers. That sounds really good. And how long does that take? Literally 5 seconds to make.
Not long at all, and we all have many plastic bottles, or not maybe not many plastic bottles, but I'm sure you probably have a plastic bottle at home that is just sitting there, and maybe you've crumpled it up and put it in the recycling, but you can actually reuse it yourself. Look.
Many of us have way too many plastic bottles, and also the size of the bottle and the thickness of the bottle is going to change how it sounds. The amount of rice you put in there is also going to change how it sounds.
John, I think I could play a groove by using body percussion,
right,
and my shaker.
Go for it.
So what I'm going to do is my left hand, I'm going to slap on my thigh. Not too hard, nice and gentle.
Don't hurt yourself,
so
mate.
like this, okay? And as we know with all the other videos that we've been putting out, it's really cool to emphasise 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And keep on going.
The other thing you can do, guys, if you have a funnel, that's probably going to be a lot easier than what I'm doing right now. I should have brought a funnel. So I put a little bit more rice in this one. Let's see if it sounds different. It's a bit bassier.
Whoa! And hang on, John. We made all of this from stuff that we have lying around at home.
Yeah, man.
How cool's that? Join with us. Two more bars. 4, 3,